3, 6, 4, 0, 8, 9, 3, 2, 8, 3, 2, 8, 3, 2, 8, 4, 2, 3, 6, 4, 0, 8, 9,
Hey, is this thing on? Hey, hello? Let's assume it's on, baby. Let's assume it's on now. Yep, we're checking the settings here. Hello, everybody. Malcolm Tent here. As promised, as threatened, as rumored, as heard about, it is officially Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you're getting a special combination of Tent Talks tunes coupled with the TPOS concert series brought to you by me live on that social media juggernaut that we like to call Facebook. What a platform. What a wonderful thing it is. Good to have people here tuned in, turning on, and undoubtedly dropping out of their minds with the promise of some loathed, despised, unwanted, hated Devo. I will grab my always trusty, always nearby jug of Danbury Tap and hoist it and salute. For those of you who are not afraid to see just how low we can go with unwanted Devo. Oh yeah. Let me check my monitor here and make sure that we are indeed going out live. Oh, it looks like we are. Anybody who has seen Tent Talks Tunes and or the TPOS concert series knows that I always have my handy pocket monitor with me. So I know that this thing is actually working and that you guys can see me and hear me. So according to this thing, it's on, it's happening, it's hip, it's now, it's wow, Charlie. So yeah, man, what is all this? What is this about? What the hell are we doing here? What's the point of all this? I ask myself that almost every day, every waking moment of my life. I wake up in the morning, and those are the questions on my mind. Luckily, since the year 1978, I have had a guiding philosophy. I have had a North Star, if you will. Excuse me. It all started in the year 1978 when I stumbled into Specs Music at the Westland Mall in Hialeah, Florida, and I saw an LP that had been advertised in the magazine, Cream magazine, in the pages of Cream magazine. Featured a big grinning guy in a weird looking hat against a golf ball, and it said, "Are we not men? We are Devo." I bought that record, And ever since then, I've had a sort of a compass, if you will. And what a long, strange trip it's been. Long and strange. In the 44 years of my true devoted fandom, I've come to realize that not everything is Guns N' Roses out there in Spudland. Just because a song is by Devo, and on a record that says Devo, there's no guarantee that anybody's going to like it. There is no stamp of approval that is automatically stomped on any product by Devo. I mean, let's face it, maybe it's all Devo, but it doesn't mean everybody's going to like it. So, when I was invited to play the 2022 Devotional fan gathering at the Beachland Ballroom in Cleveland, Ohio, which was, I believe, the 22nd Devotional, and all you people out there in the internet research team, please feel free to leave a comment and correct me if I'm wrong. It has been definitely over 20 Devo fan gatherings since the whole thing started. And I want to take a slight detour right now, just ever so slight, and send a big salute to Nick Chasulo, the current head honcho of the Devotional, the man who is unflappable, the man who does not cave under pressure. You put Nick Chasulo under pressure and he will not fall apart. Nick, salute. And to Nick's honorable ancestors, to name a few, Scott Orsi, Alex Brunel. Honorable mentions of consorts, people who've been there since the very beginning. Michael Pilmer, the Reverend Toth Wilder. I know I'm missing a few, but I'm a little bit under pressure. I'm threatening to fall apart. Salutes to all of you folks. And once again, if I missed anybody, and you want to name check somebody who has been integral to Devotional, use the comment section. That's what it's for. Anyway, they asked me to play Devotional, and it was just a little under 2 weeks ago. And I thought, well, you know, I've played Devotional before, and I don't want to do the same old thing. What am I going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play a set of the Devo songs that nobody likes. The song that when it comes on, you reach immediately for the skip button. Or if it's on the radio, you change the station. Or if you're sitting alone at home and you can't get near the radio or the telephone or the phonograph or whatever it is that you use to listen to music, you just sit there and say, oh no, it's Devo. And you shake your head and you clutch at your flesh and you feel like you've got a swelling, itching brain because you just cannot stand that song. You can't stand it. I have, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them. Count them. 7. Something like that. I'm recovering from surgery also, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my fingers. I'm clueless. So many people have asked, what makes an unwanted Devo song? What makes for a hated Devo song? The answer, my friend, is breaking in the wind. The answer will soon be sticking in your ear. But I just wanted to elaborate a little tiny bit on what my criteria were for defining and determining what is a hated, unwanted, unliked, despised, rejected Devo song. There are none, really. It's all totally subjective. It's just sort of what came to my mind at a given moment, but this can all be explained song by song. We're going to start with one right here, right now, as I reach over to my cheat sheet. Get my magic box here queued up and ready to go so I can entertain you people. To explain why this first song would be unwanted and hated and despised and unloved, you've got to put yourself in the position of somebody who you are not. You've got to pretend that you just came out of empathy class and you are empathizing with a guy named Rod Reuter. Put yourself in the position of Rod Reuter. Okay, Rod Reuter, it's another day for him at Big Entertainment. He's just trying to do his job for the corporation, which is peddle the best music possible to the masses. And Rod is sitting in the office, having just had to endure another pitch from Devo. The year is 1982, by the way. And Rod Reuter is just sitting there lamenting the fact that things just aren't the way they used to be. It's true, some things never change, but you can't go back in time. It's 1982. Why can't it be like it was in 1972 here at Big Entertainment? Why can't it be like it was when we had polite, cooperative groups like Fleetwood Mac? And I mean pre-Buckingham Nicks Fleetwood Mac. I mean Fleetwood Mac when Bob Welch led the band. And when Fleetwood Mac were just a well-behaved bunch of nice English people who would record an album every year, hand it to the record company, tour to support it, sell about 100,000, collect their money, let the record company make their money, and then just go away. And you wouldn't hear from Fleetwood Mac for another year until it was time to repeat the cycle again. Easy. It was so easy. There's no demands. There's no drama. Nothing to it. You let the band punch the clock, deliver the product, punch out, and go home. Simple. But no, not with Devo, not with this lot of 5 Spud boys. Oh, no, this is 1982 now. It's not 1972 anymore. It's 1982. Excuse me. First, there was all that punk rock bourgeois. That was a disaster. A lot of record companies sunk a lot of money into punk rock, and all they got was egg on their face and puke on their carpets. So punk rock luckily went the way of the dodo, and then you had new wave, and new wave was only marginally better. I mean, yes, Big Entertainment could make some money off of new wave, but at what cost? Hassles. And this band Devo is emblematic of all those hassles from new wave. Always making demands. First they wanted a postcard to pop out of the cover for their second album, which didn't even sell that well. Then they wanted to advertise their products on the inner sleeve of their third record. Advertise their products? They wanted to do the same thing on their fourth album, which underperformed, by the way. And they wanted a poster, and we had to stick a bonus single in there. Pain. And now they're delivering another album to us, and they want it to be propped up like a work of art with an easel die cut on the back. Oh, and now they submitted a song in which they were going to incorporate poetry by this genetic defective who took some pot shots at the president. And I don't mean editorial, I mean with ordnance. You know, this guy was out there in the street aiming a weapon, and he took a shot at Reagan. And they want to use this guy's lyrics in a song? What I do for Big Entertainment. But I don't want to do it anymore. I don't even want to hear this Verschluggener song. I don't want to know anything about it. I don't even like this song. I don't like this album. I don't feel like promoting it. What do you think about that? I don't like it very much, says Rod Reuter. So from that perspective, put yourself in his hot seat when Devo delivers their new album featuring this song. You ain't gonna like it. I desire. I pledge allegiance to the thought that your love is all that matters, and that your gestures have the power to bring the whole world to its knees. But don't let me torment you. Don't let me bring you down. Don't ever let me hurt you. And you better not let me fail, because I desire your attention. I desire your perfect love. I desire nothing more. And I sure as hell won't settle for less. I desire. I desire. To give you happiness could be a lifetime goal. A smile that I might bring you is more important than world peace. But don't let me torment you. Don't let me bring you down. Don't ever let me hurt you. And you better not let me fail, because I desire your attention. I desire your perfect love. I desire nothing more. You goddamn better well believe I will not settle for anything less. I desire. I desire. I pledge allegiance to the fact that you are wise to walk away. For nothing is more dangerous than desire when it's wrong. So don't let me torment you. Don't let me bring you down. Don't ever let me hurt you. And don't let me fail, because I desire your attention. I desire your perfect love. I desire nothing more. And did I say already that I will settle for nothing less? I desire. And in a savage bit of irony, proving once again that Devo were the pioneers that got scalped, the guy who wrote that lyric not only got out of the bin, but attempted to establish his own recording career and touring schedule. How well that went, I don't know. I do know that a venue here in Connecticut tried to book him, and they got canceled real fast. So, who knows? Who knows? Devo were right. What can I tell you? So we've looked at the issue from the perspective of Rod Reuter, and we can see exactly why that song would be completely, utterly hated, disliked, and not desired. Here's another one. When I started posting on social media about how I was going to do this set of unwanted, unloved, disliked Devo songs, there was a certain album whose name kept coming up in the discussions. Now, mind you, I am a total proponent of democracy. I always say vote early, vote often, give the best vote that money can buy. But this is completely untampered with results when the name of this album kept coming up over and over and over again. So this is kind of like the people's choice, you know, how like in 1976 the people voted Beth by Kiss as being the #1 song over Disco Duck by Rick Dees. This is kind of similar. This is the people having spoken. Now, mind you, okay, this is very important. I had already, in the sense of any true great election, I had already determined the results. I already knew what I was going to play. But it's very interesting to hear what the people had to say. and how their voice is related to my predetermined results. So anyway, people said, hey man, what are you going to do? Play the entire Shout album? And my thought was, no, I'm not going to play the entire album, but I am going to play one song off of it. Because you people might not like it. Most people might not like it. I like it. And I love this song. So I'm going to play this song right now, because most of you don't like it, but I do like it. But there is a bit of a concession, a slight concession. This song might be a bitter pill to swallow, but a spoonful of potato sugar will certainly help the medicine go down. Dig that funky beat, right? We all know this one, right? Woo, I gotta wet my whistle before I get into this one. Oh yeah, shake it till other people. Cause here we go. More unwanted Devo. I tried and tried. Finally I realized why she left this 3D world behind. She got tired of the same old story. She had a mind that would not quit. She'd insist a plot must exist with an ending that she could not guess. She tried hard to convince me, then she took off like a bright idea. She believed there just had to be a movie that she'd never seen. I watched as her fingers drew a perfect line in space. I watched as she looked on through into another place. She found out what she'd been missing. She decided she could change her luck. She was right, it's not black and white. It's something more than meets the eye. I watched as her fingers drew a perfect line in space. I watched as she walked straight through into another place. She parted with convention. Now she's living in the fourth dimension without me. I don't know why she left me no address or a way to get. I tried and tried. Finally I realized why she left this 3D world behind. She's somewhere in the fourth dimension. She's living in 4D. She found herself a new direction there. She's living without me. Somewhere in the fourth dimension. She's living in 4D. She found herself a new direction there. She's living without me. Fourth dimension, yes. Despised by many, loved by me. Malcolm Tent from Danbury, Connecticut, baby. If you look at my 2008 Subaru right now and you look at the CD player, you will find a copy of Shout on CD, and that's where I do a lot of my living, in the car, which means I do a lot of listening to Shout. Excuse me. Let's do a quick check of the monitor here. I see that we are indeed still live on the air, and hopefully it sounds okay out there. I hope that we've got a good audience, and people can hear what I'm playing and hear what I'm singing and can actually make out this stuff. I really don't know. I'm totally winging it. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. Now this next one, oh boy, this next one. Once again, I did not stuff the ballot boxes. I already knew that I was going to do this one. It was a guarantee that I was going to do this one because I'm a spud in the know. I'm in the swim of things. So even though the song was already on my set list, it was very gratifying to see it getting lots and lots of talk from all you spuds and spuddices out there. I don't really need the cheat sheet for this, but I'm going to use it anyway. Because we are live on the internet. And soon to be archived forever on my YouTube channel, which you should subscribe to, just saying. Because you wanted the best, you got the best. And it's on YouTube, baby. So yeah, this song, oh boy. I'm very proud of the fact that at the Devotional a few days ago, I had an entire audience of people singing along with the chorus of this song, even though none of them liked it. So no matter where you are right now, whether you're at home, whether you're at the factory, whether you're driving a truck, if you're in Florida, hopefully you're dodging a hurricane and you have enough electricity and enough internet to enjoy this. Because if that's the case, that means you're doing okay. And I'm rooting for you, Florida. I'm rooting for you. If you're able to and you wanna, sing along. This chorus is very simple. It's one word, repeated twice. And you'll get it quickly enough. They said his name was Cameo, Cameo. They said his name was Cameo, Cameo. They said his name was Cameo, Cameo. They said his name was Cameo. They said his name was Cameo. He danced a nasty funk style retro. He drove a bright red 67 GTO. He liked to let his Elvis style hair grow. He was a black belt loaded with skills. He spoke slow, choosing words that would kill. Honest people didn't need to fear him, but do not cross that Native American. They said his name was Cameo, Cameo. You said his name was Cameo, Cameo. She said his name was Cameo, Cameo. They said his name was Cameo. He would whisper, "White man speak with forked tongue." And before he was done talking, you'd be going down. He'd repeat, "White man speak with forked tongue." And by the time he was done talking, you'd be long dead and buried in the ground. I said his name was Cameo, Cameo. You said his name was Cameo, Cameo. They said his name was Cameo, Cameo. We said his name was Cameo. He wore a white leather racing jacket, zipped open wide so you could check out his clean-shaven tan and his pecs and the turquoise jewelry dangling from his neck. Oh yeah! They said his name was Cameo, Cameo. I said his name was Cameo, Cameo. You said his name was Cameo, Cameo. I guess his name was Cameo. Yeah, his name was Cameo, I'm gonna guess, after all that. Boy, that song got a lot of chatter in terms of unpopular, unwanted, unloved, disliked, despised Devo. And you just heard it. And all I know is that at the Beachland Ballroom on September 16th of this year, we had a whole room full of people singing along with it. So how bad could it be? How bad could it be? All right. That's a rhetorical question. I'm going to save the rhetoric for the internet. I'm going to take off my guitar for a second, or two or three or four. All the better for you people to see my custom-made sleeveless maxi turtleneck, handcrafted for me by Ms. Gelman of Tucson, Arizona. Thank you, Ms. G. Besides being a badass teacher, you're a badass tailor. Ooh. There is literally not another shirt like this on the entire planet. I'm wearing the only one. Very appropriate for a bunch of unwanted Devo that nobody likes. All right, let's get my music machine cranked up to the right pre-recorded backing track. Now this song, oh boy. I can tell you for a dang fact this song is not very well liked because this song failed the blind taste test. Let me get the number here. That's what. Make sure I got that right. 876. This should be it, right? Oh boy, we're in for it now. Okay, how do I know that this song is disliked and unwanted and unloved? Because I was traveling in a vehicle with my brother, my youngest brother, who is a big appreciator of music, a guy who really loves music an awful lot. He even likes Devo an awful lot. But he'd never heard this song. We were playing one of the hardcore Devo volumes on his CD player in his car. And this song came on, and about 45 seconds into it, he said, "What the hell is this? Take this off. Get rid of it. Take this off." So there you go. It failed the blind taste test. The ear of the behearer said, no, no, Devo to that one. But I kind of like it. And this is definitely a fun one to do. This is like the closest to a real, honest-to-God love song. Like, total, no apologies love song you will ever hear from Devo. And that's why I'm very happy to do this. And I'm also happy to do this one because, as I mentioned in some of my posts, all eras of Devo are represented. Just because a song is new or old or in between doesn't automatically qualify it or disqualify it from being completely loathed. This song almost drove my brother up a tree. He almost jumped out of a moving car when this one was playing. Let's see what you do when you hear it. Let me assume the position here. Ever since you came around, wiggling under my skin, I've been stuck at the lost and found, feeling like a helpless pin. You got me girl, I don't know what to do. You got me girl, a man turned inside out over you. You fluttered on down as graceful as can be. Then you stuck in your needle and you sucked my blood. It was the love rage that came over me. You got me girl, I don't know what to do. You got me girl, I'm feeling sorry for Jimmy because of you. Now I'm hoping hopelessly entangled in the web of love you've dangled. I'm squirming like a worm. You like to watch me twist and squirm. Your love has left me all strangled. You got me bug, girl. I don't know what to do. You got me bug, girl. I'm all agitated over you. Now I'm hopelessly entangled in the web of love you've dangled. I should have trusted my own sick fear. Now you've sucked out all of my blood and your love has left me strangled. You got me bug, girl, I don't know what to do. You got me bug, girl, I'm in the doghouse over you. Boy, that was a rough one. I almost didn't make it through that one. I hope you guys made it through that one. Man, I need some more of that. I need some more of that Danbury tap. Oi. By the way, I'll just take a moment to mention that all of the songs you're hearing on today's program are available on compact disc and on cassette. On both, I've posted a helpful link to my Discogs page. If you'd like to hear all of these songs done in high-fidelity stereo studio versions, it can be done on hard media. I like to destroy things. I'll destroy that too, because I can, because it's live and I feel like it. So yeah, I will send you a genuine, undestroyed, undamaged CD or cassette. Just go to the Discogs link that I have thoughtfully provided in the description of this event, or talk to me directly. I'll hook you up. All I need is for you to show me your honor. That might be a hint. Because we're doing another song right now, another completely unwanted, unloved song that was rated icky poo by the general public when it comes to Devo. Now here's the other thing. We've got to do this empathy class thing again. You've got to put yourself in the position of somebody who is absolutely disinclined to like this song. Okay, imagine the year is 1974. You are one of the faceless drones working at the local tire factory in Akron, Ohio. Excuse me. You've just finished yet another 12-hour shift in the factory. You've probably spent the entire 12 hours beating tires with a giant wooden mallet. That's how you spend your days, all day, every day, 6, 7 days a week. Who even knows? And you're working 10 or 12 hours a day. You're a hard-working blue-collar man. And you've done yet another shift at the tire factory, because that's what they do in Akron, Ohio in 1974, or at least they did. So you're done working. You don't want to go home yet to the screaming kids and the old battle axe who's waiting for you with a list of demands on her own. No, you want a little bit of peace and quiet. A little bit of quality time before you have to go from one assembly line to the other. All you want is to sit down at your favorite local dump, which was recently renamed the Crypt. All you want to do is get some suds and maybe some sauerkraut balls or a pig knuckle and just slowly decompress from your day at the factory. That's all you want. You walk into the Crypt and what do you see? 5 guys dressed just like you in coveralls and hard hats. And they're playing this music that sounds just like the machine you've been standing in front of for the last 12 hours, for the last 7 days, for the last 36 years, when all you want is a nice tall glass of suds and some sauerkraut balls and a couple of pig knuckles. And you walk into the Crypt and you get this. You're presented with this. 5 schmucks who sound just like the goddamn factory you just escaped. And the song that they're doing right now on the stage is supposed to be an uplifting, can-do tale of moral turpitude written by a guy named General Boy. But you don't want to hear that. You don't like it. You don't like it at all. And if you're like a lot of people who were in Akron, Ohio in 1974, you are going to express your disapproval vociferously. What song is it that's got this factory worker's dander up? What's got his overalls in a bunch? Probably this one right here. Let me quote from the book of General Boy. Well, you see, my Fraulein done told me when I was in Goose Steps, she said that I would gas them. And now I'm a big man, filling up autos that beep at me often. I drop what I'm doing and I wait on them cheerfully. Some choose the big pump, some choose the small. It's a small, small world and I can hear them autos call. You see, I'm a big-time pumper and I pump them full of my gas. If you give me any static, I'll tell you to blow it out your ass. My station is pretty. I keep it in top shape. The customers dig me because I got the answers to all of their auto needs. I fill them up often and I relieve their tension because nobody wants an auto that threatens to lose it. It's true, you know. The autos come crawling into my station. They beep at me always. I stop what I'm doing and I greet them with smiles. I call, "Fill her up!" They yell back, $1. I wipe all the dead bugs and dirt from their windshields. And I connect my big hose up to their tank. The gas hums as it enters and fills their empty tank. I do 2 at a time now. You see, I've developed a technique. My timing is very good, if not always precise. I give them a fair deal, and they drive off satisfied. We need each other's business, without which we could not survive. We like to trade money because it means honor. Not like those people who are sick and can't touch it because they're unhealthy. They leave me cold. I help who I can help, and I feel nothing for those who don't come to my station. I only tow those who show me their honor. I can't help everybody, and I'm not my brother's keeper. And those who do come to me, we huddle together, despite the weather. We find strength in our circle. I'm very important to the big and the little guy. We all need each other to keep ourselves going. Their autos all need me. My pumps need their empty tanks. And if the good Lord is willing, we will be here until the very end. Pumping. 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 Pumping each other. 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 That was not a sad song. That was a very positive, uplifting, encouraging song. And I'm glad I did it, even if in certain circles it is unwanted. positively hated Devo song. I'm going to clean up my own mess right here now, as the apocryphal owner of that gas station would have. You know, keep my station in top shape. Picking up the CD of Unwanted Devo that I hurled to the ground in a petulant frenzy just a couple of seconds ago. The cassette, picking it up off the ground, which I hurled in a fit of pique to the ground. I mean, if you do want to buy these very copies, the ones that actually did get hurled to the ground, you certainly may. They're not really damaged. And they did figure prominently in the live Facebook broadcast. If you want this very copy, or this very copy, talk to me. And if you want me to give you another copy of either of those, I'll hurl them to the ground too and personalize them. No problem. So, yeah, man, I have a grand total of not one, but two more. And this one, oh boy, if you want to get the controversy going, as they say over in Old Blighty, if you want to get the controversy going, all you got to do is say, total Devo. That's all you got to say. No explanation necessary. No further words needed. A big bone of contention amongst devotees, here, there, and everywhere. I think the problem with Oh No, It's Devo, I'm sorry, retake, live, the problem with Total Devo, as I understand it, as I estimate it, as it affects me, the longtime spud, is to use the words of Devo themselves. Total Devo asks the question, are we not men? And according to Devo themselves, the answer is yes. And I think your average spud preferred the other answer. Doesn't mean it's bad. And that's one thing I need to make clear. I never once, in all of my posting and boasting and toasting and roasting of these songs, I never once ever said that any of them were bad. No, 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 no. That's purely subjective. But to say that a song is unwanted and unloved and hated, that's quantifiable. And I just provided you with some quantity as to why this next song ain't liked too good. It ain't like too good. No, 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 not at all, baby. No way. But I like this song, and I like the way I do it. So I'm going to do it right now. And the irony is, when I performed this song at the Devotional back on September 16th, I had sitting behind me none other than David Kendrick. David Kendrick on the drums. The man who played on the original version of this song. And that was a thrill and a chill. And the way that we did it on stage is, if anything, even more of a clatter than the way I'm going to do it for you people right now here. Hell is where you put me. Hell is where you're going to. Until the next life, I say this twisted prayer for you. May the torment that you put out come back to you twice multiplied. Even though you let me go, I've got to let you know. I'd cry if you died. will bring you down. Destiny, a moon eclipsed in the shadows. All is darkness now. May the evil in your heart be your one and only friend for life. You pretend I don't exist. But I've got to let you know. I'd cry if you died. Somewhere special, voices form words, and the words have meaning. So I reach out for someone new. And I wonder, will it ever be alright? Then I hear your secret radio, signaling that it's time to go. Hell's where you put me, and hell's where we will meet again. I will be waiting to repeat a scene that never ends. Molten pools of mockery reflect a million sleepless nights. Even though you treated me low, I've got to let you know. I'd cry if you died. That's it. And that, my friends, brings us to the final song of our program tonight. The last of this current batch of disliked, dismissed, demoted Devo. And this next one, I think a lot of you probably could have guessed. In fact, a lot of you did guess. To the extent that when I posted on social media, this is the one song that came up over and over and over again, without any prompting, without any stuffing of the ballot boxes, without any influencers. No! This is the one song that kept being mentioned over and over and over again. And it was already on the set list. This song is so universally disliked that at the Devotional on September 16th, a certain lead singer for a certain band who was in attendance came rushing up to the stage, waving his arm, calling out the name of this song. My first reaction was to say, I don't do requests. But I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No, I did not say that. I instead warned the guy not to be a spoiler. Because the song was coming up anyway, but you like the element of surprise, you know what I mean? Surprise! Forgot to mention that I've got an EP of me and David Kendrick on CD and on hand-lathed, hand-cut vinyl record. Me and David Kendrick together. Not doing this song, not this song, but doing two other songs from the album that this song is on. If you ain't guessed it by now, you're going to find out post-haste. wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair. He used to walk his dog, and then he beat him good. Like his pretty wife, now they're both up and gone. And now Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. Jimmy's in a wheelchair. He was the president of a company. He kept his workers poor. He might cheat and steal. Oh, injustice strikes every once in a while. It scores a bullseye hit every once in a while. He used to yell and scream until his son would cry. He'd really run him down, but he don't run no more. He got big and fat, and he was riding high. Oh, making cash by wrecking others' lives. Oh, injustice strikes every once in a while. It scores a bullseye hit every once in a while. Yeah! But now Jimmy's in a wheelchair and I don't care. 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 Jimmy's in a wheelchair. And that, my friends, concludes our program of the world's most unpopular Devo songs as it stands right here, right now, today, at this moment in history. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm not able to see whatever comments y'all might have left, but I have been seeing hearts and thumbs and all that good stuff. I do appreciate it. Hope it sounded good. Hope it looked good. If it didn't, it's too late now. It's over. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. I look very much forward to seeing you folks out there, wherever you are, whoever you are, either next week at this time on Facebook for the next episode of Tint Talks Tunes, or maybe on tour somewhere, or maybe at next year's Devotional, or maybe just here on the internet. Either way, it's all good. As far as this goes, I do expect to be back here in about 167 hours' time. Until we meet again, this is Malcontent saying so long from the Nutmeg State.